She watched him fix his posture for her, watched him defend her name. He cracked jokes, smiled wide, and made room for a woman that wasn't even his God-ordained flame. He said things like, "She's cool, don't judge her." But the one who was actually fighting for his soul, he called too serious, too intense, too much. He took his wife's wisdom and labeled it nagging. He took the counterfeit silence and called it peace. She wasn't perfect, but she was planted. She carried oil, not applause. She interceded, not entertained. But now, the man who once wept in her arms starts performing for the counterfeit like covenant was a costume he could take off in public. This wasn't flirtation. This was a platform shift. He shifted his loyalty from the war room to the showroom, and while his wife was fasting for favor, he was giving the counterfeit credit for what his wife labored to birth. He sat quiet when his wife was accused, but he spoke up when the counterfeit was questioned. And heaven saw it, because the moment you elevate the unauthorized and dismiss the one I commissioned, you provoke a divine reversal. He didn't just ignore her, he dishonored her. Public silence where there should have been covering, private distance where there should have been protection. He stopped calling her my wife and started saying, "We just going through stuff." But to the strange woman, he gave explanations, empathy, attention, and the echo of affection that belonged to covenant. You defended what I never delivered, and you denied what I divinely planted. You wore pride in public and left covering at the altar. Your applause for the counterfeit cost you access to divine downloads, and the woman you once called favor, I now call vindicated. You didn't cover her in public, so now heaven is about to crown her in public. You wanted her silent, but God's about to amplify her voice, because the woman you downplayed privately has been weeping loudly before the throne, and God's not ignoring her anymore. While you were busy fixing your image, she was fighting for your future. While you were making the counterfeit feel seen, she was being crushed by the silence of the one she was still praying for. But heaven keeps receipts, and divine reversals are time-stamped. You gave the counterfeit the mic. You gave the wife the cold shoulder. But now, God is about to flip the platform, because covenant voices don't stay buried, they rise. You tried to protect what wasn't pure, and you left your oil uncovered. So heaven moved her from wife on her knees to daughter standing in vindication. And everything you built on counterfeit foundation is